This is really soothing music for a stream entitled "The Club Can't Handle Me." But I mean, I was feeling it. I was feeling it. What's the username today? I'm always looking to see what. Well, that's some good coincidental timing. That's some good timing. Just as I ask myself out loud, as I ask myself out loud what the username says today. It says, "Does anyone read these anymore?" Well, maybe. Well, maybe. Who knows? Oh, a purple edition. Hey, Kai. Hey, what's up? I, I, I instantly want to start. I don't know, talking to you about how there's some slight amount of Dan thoughts on the mind because I don't know, the trailer seems so like action focused, and then that's amazing and that's really cool. But then in my head, I'm like, do I come to Dan for the action, or do I come for the heartfelt hug kind of thing? YouTube working for you this time. YouTube, bow down to you. There's talk of Kia finding the YouTube channel. Most excellent. I wish to embellish the little thing we have been gifted. The little put some rankles on that. Put some I don't know, rest of a face on it, but since it stands out so much. You can have ears, you can have that. There's like you're saying, after a week without streaming, one forgets where to look. Hey, it's here. It's still over here. And there's guys saying this season will be so fun. I can't wait. I haven't read the manga or had like any spoilers, which I guess that feels rare for me nowadays. I keep watching shows where I have had some spoilers on it, but for Dan, I'm not having that experience. I just go in there and I have some faith that it's gonna be pretty good, faith in the writing and stuff. But I'm I'm terribly excited, even though before they called whatever the villains got going on, before they called that a third eye, I was like, whoa, this Sonic looking kind of yonic. What's with the eye Uzi? That was, nobody asked me that. It was just, I'm just like, why does it do? There's guys saying I saw so many Dan cosplayers and a lot of golden balls. Perfect. Hello to Cool Kid. Hey, hi, what's going on today? It's not my regular streaming schedule, but honestly, I'm not sure if I know what is regular anymore. Draw the hairline in here. We having a hat? We having a hat? I don't know what's regular anymore since I'll be traveling around. It never stops, I guess. Never stops, I guess. And then it's like he's saying, I'm experiencing 2 days. Found the secret phrase, I see. 2 days of continuous stream. I mean, I'm just going to sort of extend your perception. I mean, you may not be able to tell right now, but it's been 4 hours. How about that? Did I say that with enough conviction? Did I do something a little bit convincing there? There's a couple of things. And Cool Kid saying low-key screamed when I saw this. You have me trying to imagine what a low-key scream looks like, and it's only coming out as the Marvel character. Let's actually do some glorious flowing locks of hair out here. A little bit like this, a little bit like that, super shiny, super duper shiny. And something. Hello to Nico Juju. Hello. What's good with you today? I have a Metaton in the thumbnail, partially because I thought maybe I could. I forgot the frogs were here. I thought maybe I could put some more detail on the drawing that I started. Something about the hair is bothering me though. And I don't know what that is. But hello, what's new with you today? Was Minecraft all right yesterday? I didn't tune into your Minecrafts, but I hope it went all right. I still have a bunch of packing to do. There's Kai saying WeepCon was very fun, but I got over 12k steps in and my whole body hurt. Ow. 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 The things we do for love, and by love I mean anime. I mean, okay, I know it's been, what, half a week now, but I hope you're still resting. 12K steps, I know everyone's amount of steps is different, but for me, that's a lot. For you, that's a lot. Ow. And that's what you're saying, we've gone. You're telling me weebs actually go outside and interact with real people. For some reason, this reminds me of a story, apocryphal as it may be, of some type of convention having a sign up to tell people to shower with soap because people can notice when you don't use soap. God, what convention was that? Quite the thing. There's lots of weeps were outside and touching glass. Oh my gosh, a historical event. A historical event indeed. Okay, I'm looking at phone for reference image of Metaton. What's actually on my mind, I say as if there's any continuity between the things. What's actually on my mind other than Metaton Undertale is Miss Piggy and Morticia Adams? Not like in a shipping sense, but I'm sure that would work out great. But like, what sort of Muppet would Morticia Adams be? I'm gonna draw them in some capacity. Kai saying there was an announcement that Axe body spray is not a shower and there were smells. Wait, and straight up an announcement, straight up like over the speakers into the crowd. Somebody smelling it up from their sound booth and saying, oh, yikes, Axe body spray. Oh my god. There's... Okay, wait, in your defense, you live in a sealed vehicle. You can't go outside or I'll die. I mean, what if you had a sea lion vehicle? Like, as opposed to a sealed vehicle. Would it do anything? I lost the reference images I was using for this also. So now I just have to look at this and assume that I know what an elbow is. No. As Nico is saying, it's always funny when conventions go, you all stink. Please shower for the love of God. I had a thought and then instantly regretted it. What if... Do you think that... I had a thought and then kept regretting it as I tried to say it, I guess. You go to the con, there's like an initial event, they straight up spray you. Do you think that would make anything better? I mean, you still need deodorant after the fact, so maybe not. Maybe it's not good. There's Kai saying, speaking of Undertale, there was a very elaborate Spamton cosplayer, and a Sans as well, and a whole crowd of Minecraft villagers with the hats and everything. That's really funny to me, dang. That's really funny to me. What do you do if you see them all approaching? I love group cosplays. I do love group cosplays. Really fun. Imagine a furry con in the summer. Can I not? Can I not? Could I start to imagine that and then not imagine it? The winter is the proper, it's in the name, fur. Winter is the proper time to have a furry convention and convene, or else you're all just convening and sweating. That's so terrible. And then okay, the thing I was looking up right now, Metaton. I'm looking up Metaton. I'm looking up. It wouldn't do it in text to speech if I tried to do it, would it? Okay, looking this up to see what the details are. Wow. I love the poses. I love the poses. Straight up, I think when I first learned how people were using the word kanti as like slang, I think I thought of Metaton first, because who else? Because what else? Alright, what do we do? So there's... Okay, wait. All of your Minecraft villagers were crowding by the elevator. It was so entertaining to see. I have to do a group cosplay like at least once in my life. Like okay, after a Spider-Verse movie drops, you get to see some Spider-Mans, and you gotta get into the various alternates, and that's a fun one that crops up. Minecraft villagers. I'm wanting to see it now. There's are we back in the gay Wario canvas? Hey. What do we know about Wario to begin with? Do we know 100% certain that Wario, is not gay or a little bit bisexual or something like that? Do we know for certain? So this could just be a differently presenting Wario, because regular Wario could be gay Wario. I rest my case. My case rested. Mateo appears in the canvas. Hello. I have an eagle eye. I'm vigilant. Hello to you. There's much going on here, indeed. Much going on here already. But always room for more innovation. Okay, so I look at what do I think the chest panel of Mettaton Undertale is doing? It could be like a shirt configuration, could be popped out. I think it's popped out. But I also think it's literally you. I think it's literally the body. No, saying Wario is coinsexual after the money. Hey, this is something that makes every friend group complete. One unabashed capitalist. Alright, how would I map this out? I guess I'm doing another transparent layer as this locks me out of here. Another transparent layer is what I'm always saying before I overthink it all. Okay, what is an arm made of? How bendy is Mettaton? This feels like a question that somebody has already asked and answered, probably in great detail. Alright, so a little bit like this. There's this pointy going on the shoulders. There, so they're saying we know for sure, totally canon that Wario's a little bit of a creep. I cry. This is what I get for speculating intensely when I really don't know very much about Nintendo whatsoever. Okay, we go like this. What is circle made of? Go like this. Whoa. MFR from yesterday. Hello to you and welcome. There's Flores appearing to say, I always thought it was bendy like a slinky. I think so too. The tube, okay, maybe not the legs. The legs go on hinges for Mettaton, I want to say. The arms, that's some kind of tube for sure. So giving elbows in here is definitely artistic liberty if I want to commit to the elbows whatsoever. Although, if I'm not confident about the anatomy, that gives me confidence. I don't have to commit to the elbows. Okay, a little bit like... Okay, I'm overthinking where I want to put this. I think it's like this. I think it's kind of like this. And then it's like that. Maybe it's... overthinking it and underthinking it at once. I'm probably more of an underthinker. Nico Juju had said, I gotta just imagine Wario as the Onceler singing How Bad Could I Possibly Be? Do you ever think about shipping money-hungry characters? Because I did not read that as Wario as the Onceler. Just sort of put the characters together in my head. Okay, so this feels correct. Okay, if I'm having movement as if there is a shirt, and it's not like a shirt. Okay, it's not like a shirt. It's a robot panel, but also I may be underposed. Too bendy deny. Proposing. So this means daily streams are back. Amazing. Thank you, sorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't know why this keeps happening on Wednesdays, but I am leaving tomorrow. I would have said something last stream, except my parents, like after the stream ended, my parents left the state and had also told me we are going. I like describing this in dramatic terms, honestly. I love describing anything in dramatic terms. Makes it seem crazy in the coconuts. Alright, so here is like a soul window. We could make this could make this narrower. I wanna say, I don't know. I have to say something. So where you going this time? Gonna be on the East Coast once again. Honestly, I'm bothered enough that I haven't had any sense of regularity for like a month now. I want to be regular streaming, and so part of me is tempted to see if I can do that from East Coast time. I don't know, wasn't able to last time, but but it's tempting to see. I'm also starting a class next week because that's how I that's how I arranged my little college schedule, because I thought that was gonna be good, thought that was gonna be cool. I'm going back in math for accounting. Whoa! Hello, images. Putting some images on me? What was that? You putting some rendered eyeballs in here? This feels like it's from Gartic Phone. How realistic do people get in Gartic Phone? Could they do the eyeball? The eyeball doesn't feel like it's from Gartic Phone. It just does that. It's just East Coast time. It's your time to shine. It's my time to experience the end of daylight at an earlier hour, at least for me. I don't know. Is that even the words that I want to put that into? Is that even the words I want to put that into? Adventures. I travel in this time not because there's any grandparent houses to clean out. Let's eyeball this art. Let's observe it closely. Let's observe, dare I say, appreciate. I tried to draw a magnifying glass just now. Does that look like anything? You're being observed. You're being so observed right now. It's gonna be my dad's birthday. I have a parent who is turning 50. My gosh. For a while, he has kept saying that he wants to have done pretty much everything that he wants to do in his life by the time he's 50, which the way he's been phrasing it always makes it sound to me as if he's going to end it all. I got so concerned that I've straight up asked, is that what that means? Father, you staying with us? Father, Paps, Pappy? He says that it's just something that he says because he's noticed that all of his relatives' health declines after 50, and is not intended to scare his children's. I don't know, I can still be scared. There's Nico Shushu saying, Shadow streaming, you know what that means? Gay meme on the server? Sure. I wish to see everything. I wish to meme everything. Flores is saying, when you want to be a regular streamer, but life says go to the Atlantic Ocean. What I'm saying. What I'm feeling right now. Are you... Okay, wait. Okay, you're gonna show us a meme that has flashing lights that may affect photosensitive viewers. Well then. Okay, this site is still not muted. I want to see. Oh, 1 minute. Okay, 2 minutes from now. Wait, this is just... Wait, this is just extremely high quality. This is just someone's entire... This is just someone's entire video. This is just someone's entire arts. I can't even link them in the description. I really like that this little cat thing is the mascot of boy kissing. It's terribly cute, completely cute. This guy saying, posted a picture from the One Piece meetup I went to. Be big brain and try to find me in a sea of Luffy's. I wish to know. You're photosensitive. It didn't get to the flashing part, right? Wait, did I say enough warnings? I'm sorry. I am sorry. I want to see everything. There's Flora saying, make a community post with the link. I figured I would pause right up in here so it's not like the whole thing and it's like encouraging to seek it out. Okay, but it's better to like it's better to I don't know, pause on some identifying information, I would think. Huh. Okay, well, I had a thought process behind that or something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why are you assigning baby child? Why are you assigning baby child to Kai? There's oh my gosh. I mean, my first guess is that you're like being like right in the middle, because it's like if you're someone posting a picture, that means you're the protagonist in the picture, and where's the protagonist in the picture? Located in the middle. I have logic about it. This is so neat. This is so neat. I. But now, who is going to become king of the pirates? If all these contenders, is this a Miku? Is this a Luffy that's also a Miku? Such things are possible that I didn't even know about. Hello, Tilinvi. How ya doing today? How ya feeling today? I say that every single time, but I mean, maybe something's changed every single time. What are you doing? What was that? What are you doing? I love to get to know these characters, in some capacity. Oh, is more of what I know as biblically accurate angel appearing. I love how fluffy and graceful it appears. Perhaps that's the outside sort of descriptor. There's Leviathan appearing to say, just seeing this makes me feel bad for Sanji. From secondhand knowledge, is homie is dead. Homie is so dead. I'll feel bad for it too. And then there's if everyone is king of the pirates, is that democracy of the pirates? There's so they're saying, is that the real koala? So many humans in this community, indeed. And what a cool drawing happening. What a cool drawing. Biblically accurate. Can I speak? I'm missing syllables. Biblically accurate moth. Yeah, there was a little bit of a Mothman's going on last time. So what would happen with it? Okay, I wanna look at the eye of a moth yet again. I know we got some moth enthusiast stuff going on. Do I still have any open? Would I still have any open from yesterday? I guess not. I'm looking for moth. Because if I can look at the little compound eyes, or the variations of eyes that they have, wow. Then I'll sneeze enormously, I guess. Now I'm looking at the hummingbird hawk moth. It has eyelashes. They're not very pretty to look at, but it's interesting to look at. The potato is an entire cast of characters appearing. I'm most interested. Are you two sharing moth brain rot? I love it. The Mothman, Mothkin, the guy who helps moths take over the world. I do love the incredible saga of caring about the moths. Okay, so like a bunch of so would it just be like a mass of wings, and then did we want to make the eye as big, but then there's like less detail in the eye? It doesn't. Okay, well, if you only have 2 wings, it looks like some kind of helper from video games. Some kind of helper. I think I looked up that thing. Link, Zelda, hey, listen, whatever that was. Alright. But if you add even more wings, then does it begin to look like any such thing? Or do you have to add all the eyes in the world to make a moth version of the cool character that's going on over there? Moth versions of ya. Alright, like that and like that. I feel like there could have been proportions. There was a chance to give this thing proportions, but not quite. There's no moth emoji, so you've constructed one out of a butterfly, the moon, and hearts. It makes sense to me. There, Soti's saying, Do you know some species of moth don't have mouths at adult stage because they only exist to fornicate? Very different from British politician Margaret Thatcher. I can't just say that 2 streams in a row after you've said that fun fact 2 streams in a row and then not look up why I think Margaret Thatcher fucks to survive. That's not something that I can just drop. Okay, Margaret Thatcher. There's first of all that, and then I just type in to survive. It is a real post. I didn't hallucinate that. It's but why? But why is it a real post? It was in somebody's making a chart about funniest headcanons that you can have for your characters, for OCs, for any characters. And the categories were hates the Irish, fucks to survive, war criminal. There's a lot of art happening in little flashes happening here. We're not importing it to stay, not importing it to stay. There's there was a little proposal of eyes on the wings. I getting kind of a scallop feel. But like the things that moths do for display, but they can actually see out of them. You know, that feels right. That's more freaky and it feels right. Then rather than saying that in your next life you'll be radiant, the radiant with the Z. Well, wow, can't pronounce anything today. My gosh, there's declaring some declarations, fornicate under consent of the king. Do the moths also do this? I'm not up to date on species of moths and their opinions on monarchy. Motharchy, if we will. Moth content has been sent on the server. Sure, I want to see everything. Goodbye, amazing One Pieces. Goodbye, many pieces of a One Piece. There's serving up quotes. Life is like death, except different. Kenji Brawl Stars drops this wisdom. What are they doing out here? Every time I see thumbnail for video about ASMR, I understand it less. I understand what goes on in the ASMR less. Okay, but this one, the more I look at it, the more it makes sense, I have to say. Because if something was going to be whispering, it makes sense that a soft little moth would be whispering. That does make sense to me, actually. Are you kidding? It's slightly a little bit of the lamp energy. Villainous Isekai Hollow Knight Radiance. I've kind of been wondering what fan fictions I could or should write to rid me of my fear of writing and just do something really self-indulgent and creative. Villainess Isekai. It should maybe be that. It should maybe definitely be that. Okay, if I look up Hollow Knight Radiance. If I look that up. Oh, no wonder that's in the... I started watching just like part of a playthrough of Hollow Knight with my girlfriend to get to know Hollow Knight, to be into Hollow Knight. There's a cool dang moth in here. And from the pictures I'm seeing, you kill it with swords. But it also tries to kill you with swords. So that's a fair fight is what we're talking about here. Fair fight is what we're talking about here. Is that not the only emoji of a lamp? There's Kai saying shared more amazing cosplays because a 1K episode anime will have some fire designs here and there. I wish to know. I must know. I surely absolutely must know. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay. One piece shows up in the 2 piece, make more piece. I'm looking at this respectfully. My gosh. Okay, slay. Okay, slay. Okay, slay. Somebody came on with the mask to make it more. You got your mask to make it more accurate to the designs because your mere human face cannot convey what goes on with this clown. Oh my gosh. There's Leviathan saying, don't spoil it for yourself. The game is amazing. But there's several solid chances that I would have a slow and weird and frustrating time doing the playthrough myself. I think I don't mind watching it and seeing what's up. Watching it and seeing what's up. Are you gonna send me to a Reddit link that says r/that's insane? r/that's insane about it? The title. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. That's. Oh, geez. Oh, okay, wow. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. Huh. I no longer know if I'm up to completing the Alien Smasher Pass. Huh. 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 Wow, that was really image. That was really image. There's you saying that's not Hollow Knights. Well, it better not be full of anything neither. Better be, I don't know, a little bit hollow. And then there's Buggy Appreciation. And what other images go on here? I don't know. Did I meet a stripy character? Having seen some parts of the live action. Every day I feel like I'm navigating, I don't know, foreign aspects of nerddom by Braille. Like, wow, there's some cutenesses in here. My gosh, this honestly starts to make me think of like the practicality aspects of going to a convention. Like if you have a big accessory like that and you're going to a convention and you're going to be walking around all day, would you want to make your big accessory open up and also be a bag for your things? That's where my mind goes, other than how much of this is crocheted, and that is so cute. And then there's Leviathan saying, when my options are the Seer, Morgoth, and Radiance, I feel like it's pretty tough to make them happy. Oh, in terms of making the Hollow Knight bugs happy. Also, this is so tall. Absolutely magnificent. Oh my god, slay though. Oh my god. Okay, perfect. You're saying the whole umbrella was crochet. I'm in awe and terror of cosplayers. Little crocheted umbrella. The amazement, the amazingness. You gotta show me a real cute moth. I'm trusting you. Dang! Look at his fat, fluffy little body. Does that thing even fly? Oh my god. That looks like it was needle felted. That looks like some variety of creature. It's wild that it's huge. If this is a real animal, it's wild that is huge. But I'm amazed. I'm a little bit healed. What link does Leviathan send? As you're saying that the seer feels a deep regret for her clan's doings. Morgoth is nihilistic and Radiance is the literal definition of pierced at all times. Oh, not just serving, but serving rage. Oh my god. Okay, you wish to share the Great Dorito War of 2014?
We've suffered too long.
Have I seen the Great Dorito War before? And did I say 2014?
I've always hated the color blue. You know why? Why? No reason.
Brutality, bigotry. Sprinkle some laughter in.
We have to kill them.
Are they?
Because what kind of cheese are
Everyone holding a.
Alright, on the count of 3, we're gonna get him. 1,
A crowbar the size of Dorito bag. Are they fighting on the moon? Then why are you bleeding real blood, bag of Doritos? Bag of Doritos. I love silliness. It makes me happy that this kind of thing has been happening on the internet for like over 10 years. You just go on and you be goofy. And by goofy, I mean, I guess, stage a war. Stage a war against the blues. The Cool Ranches of Doritos. Oh, it's Gmod. Perfect, excellent, no notes, 0 notes whatsoever. Hello to Zero Makiva, saying Finn Wolfhard went bald yet looking more lesbian than me. I have to see that. Finn Wolfhard was just showing up in a unrelated video that I was watching for no apparent reason. Just Finn wolfing it up, I guess. As we've tried to make a biblically accurate moth, as we've tried to make a... Oh, you've gone to go write the fan fictions. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by to drop some very shiny-eyed drawings. I love how symmetrical this seems to be. Like it grew like a plant. Okay, so there's some spoilers happening. There's a big face in here. Is that Jacksepticeye? Seeing it in the thumbnail. How are you doing this? There's no resizing going on whatsoever. They all just come out really long. I think it's Jacksepticeye. I'm not super interested in in sussing that out, but from the small image from the thumbnail, it felt like top of the morning to you laddies. What are you doing to me, Mateo? What are you? Maybe I just think every slightly reddish white boy with a mouth open, maybe I just think all of those are Jacksepticeye. Anyway, I'm looking up Finn Wolfhard. You are having a buzz cut. God, I mistook the Reddit post at the top of the search results for an actual news article. Finn Wolfhard is preparing to play 11 in season 5 of Stranger Things. For 2 seconds, I took that as absolute fact. They're switching the roles on you. Oh, my stars. Okay, the hell was I looking at now? I had this, muted before so there wouldn't be a bazillion notifications. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Cool stuff being shared. Omniscient Reader Viewpoint. Omniscient Reader Viewpoint. Hello. Omniscient Reader. The ugly squid spotted. Demon King of Salvation spotted. Also, there is mouthwashing, which I also know about somewhat halfway. Halfway somewhat. They are looking cute, though. They are looking shrinkable dinkable. Shrinky stinkies. Wow. Really cool. Really cool up in here. I am looking very much, absolutely, respectfully. I read Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint a while back because the webtoon came out and I started the webtoon and the webtoon was too good that I had to know what happened next. So I've had quotes. I've had quotes from Omniscient Reader on my wall for a while as part of some artwork. I'm tempted for a second to rip it off the wall, but if it ain't broke, I could break it. If it ain't broke, I could break it. Well, okay, I want to show what's on the wall. So first of all, just some collage stuff happening on this wall. How much can I actually move this around? This one's on a cord. But you know what? Okay, it's all the way up there. It's up in the butterflies because I put text in the butterflies. It's been sideways for a while. Let's rip that off the wall actually so I can get a better view of it. Since this camera is on a cord. Let's Perfect. This stuff on the back of it was not supposed to damage the wall. I guess it's this big, and I've got the what is it? Does it show up? Okay, I've got some of it like written in my handwriting. The quotes from Omniscient Reader novel. Oh, that is some of my wall paint on this. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. And then the Korean text. Well, okay, that's not really even that clear. Not really even that clear. But, God, which part of this did I put here? It's about the fourth wall. This wall existed in order to let others know that there was a person requiring them to know each other. Wow, I didn't write that in clear handwriting whatsoever. But basically a message about knowing other people. Fun stuff. And now this is off of my wall now. It was more secure than I thought on there. Huh. Okay. Just gonna set that down, I guess. And straighten that out later. Wow, there is no stable place to put this. Nice. All right. So. There's subject saying, why did you put cutouts of lesser moths? It was more like the idea of a butterflies versus an actual butterflies. Okay, where even was I on this? Leviathan giving us some links over here, some purpleness going on. There's guys saying, especially because I found an artist I commissioned in the past months and gave them a $10 tip while also buying 3 prints and 2 keychains from them. Wait, and the context of that was that the artist alley tested your wallet. Oh my stars, like, oh my goodness. And then there's saying, why did you put cutouts of lesser moths? And I think I answered that much. There's we're saying, I love the fourth wall, it's so silly. Right. It's been long enough that I read the novel that I should probably just go on and binge the comic at this point, see how it's all adapting. Because I don't know, I've been keeping up like somewhat, like halfway. There's Zoltron saying, what happened to the magma? Good question. What is happening to the magma? I've been... Yeah, good question indeed. Someone named Gamer Chance appeared. Is that you, Gamer Chance? Or is it the Mateo? Giving us only the best of the best. Well, remember to leave room for everybody to have some pictures. There's... Okay, the hell else was I looking at? What the hell else was I looking at? There's a talk about being scared and saying love is 4 walls, as some K-pop group would say. I have positive emotion. It's not really going anywhere. I just have positive emotion. So you're sharing the mouth-washing song with us, huh? It's... I don't know how I expected it to start. Okay, wait, I think I expected it to start a little bit... I thought maybe it was gonna match the spooky vibe. But it's just kind of vibing. Oh my god. I never looked at how successful this game became. What, does this guy have skin left though? I didn't expect to giggle as much as I'm doing. What? Okay, the abrupt sort of like choppy delivery and also just kind of vibing with it is getting to me. It's getting to me so much. Like, yeah. Yeah, what if you were all bandaged up after absolutely heinous things have happened and you've done heinous things? What if you started to rap though? Oh my god. What did I expect? Ah, um. Oh no. Oh no. This. Okay, 2 minutes in, and we reach the critical point where that is going to get stuck in my head at some point. Oh my god. The skills that it takes to do this. You're saying this is in the game, trust me, for real. I got too scared to finish watching a playthrough. Got too spooked to finish watching a playthrough. But maybe if I play this all the way through in the background of watching a playthrough, maybe that unspooks me. Huh. The ever talented extra tuna spitting some kind of cursed bars. Gotta love it. Always. Oh my gosh. There's Mr. saying, are these spoilers? And they're saying this is the same guy who made Jackie's Box. He never stops. There's saying, I've watched so many people play mouthwashing, I wish I could. Hey, I mean, at that rate, if you know that it's a beloved sort of a game. That's how I was with Undertale, honestly. I watched a bunch of people play it, and then and then got the game myself to have my own unique experience of it. Let's take over some layers. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Get us all over here, out of here. What's this massive one from? Is it at the top, or is it not super leaving space for everything? And then there's... Okay. I can now almost draw a little bit of metatons, I guess, is something that's up in there. And there's, with the time to use the ban hammer, time to hammer a ban, one might say. Alright, so this magma has been in chaos for a little bit. A little bit of the chaos, indeed. And, there's a bunch of the images on the second canvases too. Most interesting. Okay, what I was trying to draw somewhat was, what is this? Okay, I want to figure out what the hair looks like, but also what this is. There's 2.1 if I was saying. Off topic, how do you change your profile pic on YouTube, preferably on the phone? Oh, okay, well, how do I explain that myself? Well, it's like in the settings. It's like in the settings over in the corner. What do we... Is it like visible if I show it? So here's the phone, and then I just tried to look at my own channel, and it gave me an error occurred. So I'm good at explaining things, probably. Good at explaining things sometimes. Leviathan coming out here with you go to library, find your way to profile settings, click this circle with your current profile picture on it. That does sound right. Wow, yeah, probably yes, go with that explanation, because whatever visuals I was trying to get out here, usually something doesn't go wrong for me, but something went wrong right now, apparently. But why? But why would that happen? And then there's That's like they're saying, Shadow, my goodness, you just leaked your social security number. But I'm so sure of it this time. But I'm so sure that I haven't leaked my entire social security number and everything that has ever existed. I'm simply looking at images of Metaton Undertale. Simply looking at images and figuring out what makes fabulous. Okay, it goes like this, I guess. Goes like this, I guess. And then we're trying to. Okay, I shortened this part of the drawing earlier, but that was premature. I should not have shortened that part of the drawing earlier. I don't think I can control Z any of it. But this, although it appears really long compared to the sprite of the game, is more accurate. There's my thing saying, if you need further help, I can show step by step. Oh my gosh, helping the people. I'm excited to know what your first official YouTube profile picture may be. Excited to see what you've got in mind. No pressure, but still. Okay, so that goes up, and then this goes sort of like ribs, but not exactly like ribs. Goes like that. I rarely put effort into costumery, but it seems like I would love to cosplay Metaton sometime. There's Nico Chushu, who's back, and Suktik, who is hi back. I'm Suktik, nice to meet you. My goodness. There's. Have I seen what you sent in the server? Several very distracting things happened. So if I click around, will I have a hint of what happened? Wait. I think that I've seen some of this fellow's content before. This guy, Professor educating us on the twinks versus femboys versus bears. Did I see this exact video before? What I know? Wait a second. I left a like. Okay. I'm fascinated. I can't remember why there's tote bag here. Oh, okay, yeah, he just does start illustrating all body types. You have a section to ask questions if you so desire. You have a chart perfectly measured for science to figure out where everybody goes. There's a heat map. What would you need a heat map for? Because everyone's so hot? What up? And there's like they're saying that your social security number is 0. So everybody was saying I was on a pregame party, yet I couldn't afford to go to the event itself. So I don't know, I have mixed feelings. Yeah, I'm already ready to sleep in my clean bed and clean body, and my friends are dusty and zesty. Not just dusty, but zesty at the same time. Huh. I mean, to be fair, sleeping feels very good. It's supposed to feel very good. It's supposed to feel, I don't know, restful, no more tension in your bones, in your body. There's a lot of benefits to sleeping. I always say there's, like they're saying, Shadow, press the button that had a screen with Wi-Fi symbol. There's a YouTube video. Trust you get cookies and money. Hey. Yay. Oh my gosh, hey. The profile picture. The profile picture. It can be witnessed now. It can be observed. It can be witnessed. If I zoom all the way in, am I seeing it? Is this a form of? If I zoom all the way back out to my, is this a form of SpongeBob? Is what I'm seeing right now? To what I'm seeing without other stuff going on? Is this a? Thought it was a form of SpongeBob. Technoblade! You say no, Crya. If you say so, it's very easy to. You reached 20 million subscribers finally. And I'll have to ask my little brother again when he started watching. I don't know. It was like before either 100K or 10K. My little brother watched Technoblade for years, and so I don't know. It's like this figure in one's life. The cat is a mood. The cat is indisputably completely a mood. Hello, hug the little fellow. The Technoblade never dies. All right, I always, whenever, if I think enough Technoblade thoughts, I do almost be crying. I remember saying he left a permanent impression on me, I fear. Hey, to some extent, isn't it something that he tried to do on purpose? Isn't it? Isn't it a mere consequence of existing that people can make an impression on you? I don't know. I tried to frame that as something slightly profound or meaningful, but I'm just sad thinking about him, which I also feel like isn't in the spirit of the blade. Isn't in the spirit of the blade. He would want you to make a ridiculous joke or something, and then make a bunch of alt accounts to subscribe again. So there's the permanent impression being that you dropkick orphans. So you're saying I don't relate. I'm millennial, not Gen Z. Oh my gosh. Haven't you said that you were born also like in the 1800s or perhaps the beginning of time as well? Well, whatever is the case, I believe all of it. And you are every generation except for the youngest ones? Well, there we go. It has been decreed. Yeah. Yeah, for someone who watched less Technoblade than my little brother, it does feel weird that I ended up like crying way more. It's just because he was so young. Goddamn. So. There's guys saying K-pop Demon Hunters movies coming out on Netflix may get my watch. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, that was the other thing that I saw a trailer for. I saw a trailer for that, and then I was like, oh. I fear that they have succeeded in making me laugh out loud, completely out loud, and it's just the timing. It's just the timing of the evil clan or whatever having their evil clan plan, and then the smash cut to them becoming, I don't know, fictional BTS, and the timing is gonna be good. The animation, it looks quality, and I get a little excited, I guess, against my knowledge, against, what is it, my will? I'm excited about it. I'm not even sure. Yeah, the evil villain being a K-pop boy band. Yeah, the comedic timing on that, completely impeccable. I do like how they seem to be making the main character girly pop crew, they seem to be making them sort of messy, sort of scrungly, messy and scrungly at once. Alright, what is a neck made of? Have I ever seen the neck of Metaton? Or does it just kind of go upwards? Fangamer has official merch. Okay, it's not really super like regular necks. It's not like regular necks, so you don't have to pay too much attention to the structure. And there's, well, hello to River, saying, hello, Jaro, I'm finally awake. The Awoken, I have a question. Sure, hello to you, River. I hope you're doing well. I hope it's not too weird of an hour of day for you. What's your question? Zero Mikey was saying, Suckley is a vampire, and the question is what kind? Adventure Time vampire or Monster High, or even Twilight ones? Where the hell have you been, Loka? Yeah, YouTube user Suckley. Are you, by any chance, like in Washington or something? There's guys saying their expressions are ugly, and I appreciate it so much. Yeah, let girl face so scrunchy, so ugly. There's the holding it still, of course. There's the go on stage, hold your face still, serve the looks, of course. But there's also a lot of them. And then there's oh my gosh. You being a vampire for real. You being a vampire for actual. Alright, so let's put together a little bit more of lines and line arts as we're crossing the 1 hour mark of a stream. And I can look at your hair and I can know what it's made of. Okay, if I do a little bit opaque, then it should be able to layer. If I go like a little bit more opaque, then we're doing what, even more layers? That should be fun. Okay. The small sprite has curls that go like this. Curls and also like this. Okay, I've seen some really pretty ways to draw curls in hair. Or at least swoops, floofs, curls, all of these. And yet what? There's River saying, in your opinion, what was the better glitch show? Murder Drones, Amazing Digital Circus, or Gaslight District? Also, I assure you, I'm not oversleeping and I'm perfectly normal and fine. What time is it in Manila? It's 5 a.m. in Manila. I guess that's not the typical time of oversleeping. I guess. Something like that. There's rivers. Okay, so Murder Drone's Amazing Digital Circus or Gaslight District. Well, the Murder Drone's characters are the cutest out of everyone. They are the cutest. But when I think of like which shows I'm most excited for the next episode of, it is Amazing Digital Circus. Sorry, not to be stereotypical, not to perfectly line up with the numbers, with the views, with the whatevers, but I do look forward to the next episodes of Amazing Digital Circus the most. And I'm not sure what it is about it. Maybe it's the uniqueness, but they're all relatively unique. But if I had to say which one's more unique out of Murder Drones or Amazing Digital Circus, I would choose Digital Circus. And then Gaslight District, that's so new. So like if you had to make them on a scale between cute and unsettling, then Amazing Digital Circus would be in the middle between cute and unsettling. And visually, as far as looking at things, I guess that makes me want to look at it more. Strange. And Zermaki is saying, demons from the Owl House drink apple blood. Does that make them vampires? Because vampires could be any cannibalistic humanoid creature in theory. Does that make those demons from the Owl House apples? I've never read or heard about this theory that they're apples, but do you see any doctors? Not a lot, no. They must be being kept away, which means that you're having more than 1 apple a day. There's actually saying my legal name is Nosferatu Williams. I lied to all of you when I say I'm conjoined. I mean I've absorbed the blood, the soul of many people. They all keep me alive. It's goddamn hilarious to think to myself that all this time you've been a vampire, and the excuse that you came up with to make yourself seem less vampiric was that you're conjoined. like stitched onto a bunch of people, cat dog style. Zah, wow. There's Kai saying, I'm hearing through the grapevine that the Amazing Digital Circus episode 5 is coming June 20th. Oh, exciting, exciting. And you're saying, wait, didn't even realize you were talking about it. Just kind of lined up like that. Huh. It's gonna be a fun kind of summer, I bet. Assuming that I'm not hauling too much ass in whatever locales I'm being traveled off to, I say affectionately. And then there's River saying, have you heard Amphibia has a new graphic novel upcoming? Also, sorry if it's okay I didn't join the back. Yeah, it's all good. Any forms of chatting and saying hi and just being here are appreciated. Amphibia graphic novel, huh? So, for some reason, my first thought when I hear that is thinking about how much lore was added in the My Little Pony comics, because I think I'm on a little bit of a kick. I think I'm just seeing the wonderful fan content where they make Fluttershy eat the forever weed brownie. I think I'm just seeing so much good My Little Pony fan content that I got somewhat back into it. I still haven't finished the, I don't know, last show of it or whatever, or any of them, but still, huh? So yeah, do you think they're gonna add lore? Do you think they're gonna answer your questions? Do you think you're gonna be all caught up, so to speak? That's the wrong expression. I started out so strong and then used the perfectly wrong expression. Okay. Swoop the hair like this? Maybe. Okay, but then also like this. There's a hair shape going on here, and it like you know him, you'll love him. It makes sense that this is different from the dark sort of sprite that is the thumbnail right now. Are you deconstructing the username of YouTube to make it more vampiric because vampires love the sock? Can't even. Who's to say that you're not still getting away with being a vampire? Do I know where you are? Can I arrest you for cannibalism, vampirism? Wow. She's saying that's what this made-up name means. Suck is to suck, to absorb, and dick is blood. That's something I've just read out loud. And dick is blood. This is an old and forgotten vampire language. Yeah. But there's oh my god. There's River saying thoughts on Arcane. I think that I honestly viewed it too quickly. I had that live reaction for a second. I think I viewed it actually completely too quickly. I was still absorbing masterpiece, being awe-struck, awe-inspired by it all. Okay, this is absolutely ending me, murdering me, and it should not be. It should not be. Okay, this is what hair is made of, I think. Okay, I like when there's funny angles. I like when there's awesome angles in it. Okay, so I think that I absorbed Arcane too fast, at least with the second season especially. It's all done now, isn't it? I mean, the same studio promises to release even more things in the same universe, and that's quite exciting. Okay, let's make this strands of hair, even though it's not necessarily implied to be. Okay, like that. And then there's asking if you've seen Time for Adventure, and is that different from Adventure Time, because for some reason I watched Adventure Time lore videos without seeing the thing properly. Okay, I'll go like this, go like this. Do I always love when hair has bizarre right angles in it? Maybe, possibly. Maybe can't stop, won't stop. Okay, like this and like this. Sure, that's an art style. Affirmations that I say to myself. Sure, that's an art style. Things that I say to myself after every time I draw something. You can't just say roaches in the cereal to me. Okay, if I look it up, is it gonna be gross? If I look up, you've just said roaches in the cereal. Roaches in the cereal. You are showing me TikTok pranks? Is that what is happening? Horrible, disgusting. Disgusting. Why would you show this to me? No. No. Can't be saying extra protein. That's my dad's sense of humor. He always, whenever a bug lands on something, he's like extra protein and kind of threatens to eat it. Sometimes he does, honestly. I don't think he does that for roaches, but if there's like a fly, no. Basically, my father is a frog, and my mother is a princess. Alright, what goes on? This, to be honest, I'm a vampire and conjoined. I have many mouths and fangs. Misread that as fingers. And when I transform into bat, I transform into the king bat equivalent of the king rat. Nice. Cool. Swag. I feel like this is a good zone to draw that. Do they have tails? Okay, a bat has funny little ears, and a bat has a little smile. Okay, wait, actually, literally, what happened? Actually, literally, do I interpret this as a secret message? Some form of splotches going on. You start talking about the crunchy deliciousness. In any case, when I think of Arcane, because you asked for thoughts on Arcane, and I think I have enough thoughts on Arcane that if you just say thoughts on Arcane in an open-ended fashion, I'm just gonna keep having thoughts on Arcane for maybe the rest of the day. Maybe possibly the rest of the day. I think that I wasn't ready for the scope of the second season. They had like time travel going on. They had like trapping Mel for some reason in the torture dimension, classic thing that happens to women, and I don't know, inspecting alternates, and then everyone on a character arc. I guess there's so much going on that I have the urge to try to distill it, to try to view it from one certain perspective. Like you can say thoughts on Arcane, but then I have to ask myself a counter question to make it narrower, because I'm gonna be thinking about Arcane all day apparently. A bat has a little smile, is what I'm teaching you about bat anatomy today. A bat has a little smile. It has wings that go like this, and then, I don't know if you've seen this, it has like fingers. Yeah, it has fingers. About, 5 of them making up the wing. And I studied bat wings for a second. And what does a bat king look like? Maybe it's like holding on to others with its feet. I was gonna say something about Arcane, but I got really excited about the happy little bat. Mostly that it's still one of the things that I look up to in terms of wondering about how to make a story of my own. I feel like for multiple for multiple years or something, there's been multiple times when I thought, hey, I'm finally gonna make a complete story. It's gonna be original. Here's the time where I finally do it. And so I'm always trying to study things that are well made, like Arcane, to figure out how that's done. Okay, so this is happening to be a Bat King, Bat Monarchy, something like that. And one of the interesting things that Arcane does well is the sense of place and having its characters be absolutely connected to a place. Hell, we've got what, an Undertale thumbnail for this stream. I feel like that does happen in Undertale too. You don't just visit places and forget about them. The places matter naturally. They are lived in. So I guess that's something I want to think about very much. Maybe in art too. Like maybe instead of making all of these little black and white, well, okay, debatably white, black and, geez, okay, I am stuttering over everything. Maybe instead of making all of these simplistic drawings of the figure of a person every single time, maybe I can start looking at environments. That was the longest possible way to say that sentence, my god. Sometimes I'm aware that I'm the least efficient communicator ever made. Why are you saying roach milk? Okay, let's just finish what I God, no, I don't like it. Finish what I missed in the chat. As Psychic proclaims the milk of roaches. God, why? Okay, it's the food of the future. Well, I hope that it's like they have sugar added and nutrients, you know? Sugar and nutrients. Who am I to protest the foods of the future? I know it's supposed to get pretty goddamn dire. So, it's a popular TikTok. It's not literal depictions of insects in your breakfast. Well, when I Google it, it's not showing me all of the TikToks. It shows me a picture of a cereal with a single dark roach amidst your rainbow Fruity Loops in it. My god. Okay, so River elaborating, what do you think of Arcane so far? Like, what are your thoughts? Well, it did end, right? That's season 2 is supposed to be the end of it, is my impression, although they will make more series. So it's not really it's not a so far, it's a there you see it, now you have it, evaluate it, sort of a thing. Does looking up to it a lot, does looking up to it in terms of storytelling and making environments matter, does that distort the final opinion of it? Okay, I'm trying to make a Bat King, which is sort of like a Rat King. Alright, let's just sort of make a mass, just sort of going off into the distance, kind of braided up like a garlic knot, which is really ironic for bats. Okay, it goes out like that. I do like how well that turned out just now. And then you just sort of erase some of it and put some more faces in here and some more wings. Presumably it flies. Presumably homie is flying. I've attempted to make a Bat King, Rat King made of bats right up in there. Tried to do that. There's, it's actually saying leaked picture of vampire Zorro bat transformation. If I click on this, am I about to be offensive? Huh? Wrong word. Am I about to be offended? Let's see. Sometimes I ask myself, why didn't I guess that it was going to be yet another short joke? yet another jape, because I'm short and small. And that's really cute though. The back kind of muscular also. God knows I need muscular back in my life. Whenever I hear the song Baby Got Back, I think to myself, it should be me. I should be baby and have back. Alright, so there's a small but terrible bat happening. And I think amidst all of this, I really deeply wanted to draw, what was it? Miss Piggy and Morticia Adams is what I was going on about. Had that a little bit at the start of the stream, and then that's sort of interrupting my very own metaton efforts to get into it a little bit. Okay, so I think to ruminate on your question, because I wasn't kidding when I said I could think about Arcane all day. Although, yeah, of course I will still talk about other things. I'll still respond to whatever's going through your mind. If you want to put it through your mind and into my mind, I'll respond to that. But I will think about Arcane all day now that you've brought it up. Just sort of as an ambient, sort of a background kind of a thing, and I guess I will also articulate it. There's like saying I can stop with the height jokes. I can cut them short. Cool. You know, when I look at the japes, they're so cool. It's what I'm saying to myself in my head every time I scream. So that's perfect. I still have arcane thoughts, but I think they do give. This is okay. I just opened up Tumblr to try to focus my thoughts, and it's having the opposite effect. So not to show you Fluttershy crashing her car after just rolled a joint in traffic and I'm a girl, never give up, apropos of nothing, but I guess that I can say not to do that, but I've just done that nevertheless. So, there's River saying, oh no, mind control, shadow disclaimer, this is a mere joke. Mind control jokes are the funniest to me. Okay, have you met somebody who responds to mind control by not thinking of it as a joke? Also, can I focus myself back up? Well, you didn't need to see my pores anyway. You were going to do something nefarious with it. Alright, mind control is the funniest joke to me. I never take it seriously, because why would I? Wait, what? I'm glad that I have these audio things visible. Okay, but I could bend it if I wanted to, right? I could bend the cord to my microphone just a little bit. Wow. Okay, I mean, I guess I did the wrong angle for a second, though. I think I did the wrong angle for a second, though. The silence was loud. Huh. I'm glad I still have a visual on all of that. There's like saying, wow, MLP had those kinds of scenes. No wonder it was popular. I think I'll watch it. Did you ever see? And this one's not even a joke in the slightest. I don't know if we're getting on you for like the drug usage. If the drug usage is the only thing that sells you on it. I remember for a while the pride and joy of My Little Pony with Fluttershy and the Blunt was the intense anime battle that they had in like season 4 or something. It does start out very magic of friendship, but still with like enough humor that the whole family can tolerably watch such a show. Very good, very nice. But then, like 4 seasons in, they kind of end the world just a little bit, destroy everything, and then start shooting energy beams at each other. It rocks. It does rock. I feel like I was going to think something before Fluttershy smoked a blunt on my ass. Alright, what was I doing? What was I doing? Because you're saying do not go on this server and look at memes, you will regret it. And you're saying Brony lore, you watched Horse Show, and my little brother watched Horse Show for a little while, and we watched it together for a little while, and tried to get my dad to watch it because we found out about the concept of bronies, and we thought that means we can share this show we like with our dad, with our full adult father, whose other favorite show is Breaking Bad and The Matrix. It's a fine show, but he's like judicious about his time, you know. He's saying it rock like rock and stone, like maybe. What do I say though? You're saying shoulder brody, shoulder pony, soda. Yes. Like not super actively, but yeah. I'm not gonna like dramatically reveal it or nothing. Just yes, period. Yes, there we go. But okay, I wanted to also post, because Hijinks Arcade is not part of the Discord. Do I need to post on the Tumblr while I'm there that I was streaming? Okay. What thought was I thinking? Thinking about Miss Piggy, and then thinking about Arcane, which makes me wonder about designing Jinx as a Muppet, which was not what I was going to do, but now just a thought that also exists in my head. I should have an entire write up on thoughts of Arcane, since you said it. You said it, and I feel like I have not answered in the slightest, but I guess that's because there's a lot going on. I guess to recount the biggest emotions, Vi and Jinx and Warwick surprised the hell out of me. It probably wasn't a surprise to people familiar with the game lore, anticipating the appearance of your undead father as a Warwick or whatever. It probably wasn't a surprise in that capacity, but I don't play League of Legends because every time I ask someone, should I play League of Legends, they say, don't do it. Do not do it. Live your life wild and free, full of joy. There's... Did you just write BRB in emojis? Very well, very good. There's, like you're saying, that one meme in the memes channel is Brony merch. I can totally make a business around that idea. You said not to look at the memes channel, but now I'm Twink versus Bear. But now I'm deeply curious. I still have a horse in here. Tamponi. And okay, I was saying unrelated that I still have a horse in the title of the memes channel. But I still have a horse in here is coincidentally also what you would say if you were using the Tamponi. Sounds like Zamboni, doesn't it? What are you doing? What are you doing over here? Is this where there's a missile that's a rocket that... This is what the TSA is. Kills a horse. Kills a horse with your tampon shooting out of the pit. Oh my god. Okay, I had a coherent thought. I had a technoblade. A technoblade looking me in the eyes. Okay, I don't have coherent thoughts anymore. I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm going to draw a picture. sometime, someday, somewhere, well, I think that I started this thing, and by this thing I mean a drawing of an eye. I think I started this and asked myself, what is the best eye made of? What is the best eye made of? You'll say, what do you mean that's not a horse? I'm reading your message for real. The tampon shoots out, rocket propelled. Shit, that's really not a horse. Bitch, I can't see. Cool. Every day I learn some more. You ever wake up and your eyes don't work, and then you learn that your eyes don't work? Look, there's a lot of types of horses out there. You want me to identify all of them perfectly? I do not do this. And when something is not a horse, I also don't identify that correctly. So, take your zoology elsewhere. I've never seen a horse that I wanted to look at really closely. They've all been scary and full of teeth, and I looked away before they could get me. So if I don't know what a horse is, if I, in my limited amounts of knowledge as a mortal on this earth, don't know what a horse is, can you blame me for not knowing what a horse is? Bitches don't know horses. They don't even like horses. I'm still looking up arts and things. There's been really focused on that. No. This is not brony mindset, I swear. There's very super ultra normal things happening in my head at all times. Alright, not even related to horses, and that's why you can tell. Okay, so I start Metaton eyeball. I started like that. But maybe there's more interesting, greater ways to shape this thing. Find myself a merry little reference image, stop thinking about horses, and you go on stage glammed up. I know it, you know it. Ton of meta. Okay, this goes like this, and this goes like this, and this is what eyes are made of, I think. That and really dramatic other lines happening. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going for, basically. Let's bring up the image of Metaton once again. I tried to bring up image of Metaton, but I still have scientific article from Wednesday, December 12th, 2012, bisexual fish boost mating chances study. Because what happens in nature, women love gay boy. All right, so what I'm looking at. Ooh, you either have horrible lizard eyes like a little slit, or you have big doe eyes, most gorgeous anime eyes I've ever seen. One of those. You're saying 1 hour, 30-minute stream. Well, I've been doing 2-hour stream so regularly, you know. Okay, it's very normal and ordinary of me, you know. Okay, I'm probably going to draw a few characters in a row. Huh. Okay. This isn't necessarily canon for Metaton that there's just a little slit of an eyeball, but it feels very dramatic, and the most dramatic options feel right. Okay, let's take that back a little bit. It got rounded out, so let's take this. Okay, this is an instance in where I'm just do the Control Z on it. And then saying it would be anime eyes, since I'm pretty sure Alphys is a huge anime fan. This is true, even though this is very dramatic, kind of slays, could be a mode that you have if you want to look at people more dramatically. Metaton, it could be that. Anime eyes, they do make the most sense. What does this look like if I therefore put some sparkle on you right now? Put some sparkle on you right now. Yeah. Yeah. That's perfect, actually. That's, it's going good in the neighborhood. And then from an anime perspective, not having the other half of the face finished too, it feels sufficiently dramatic, like that would also be happening in the animes. Alright, what am I looking at? What am I doing? What am I looking at? Oh my goodness. My goodness, up here, MFR. You've joined twice. I'm being hazed. I'm being roasted. I'm being accurately clocked and described in 4K. Okay, sure, yes. I'm maybe I'm not the identifier of all time. Maybe that's why I took a minute to notice that I'm like, I don't know, non-binary or demigirl or whatever the hell, or bisexuals. Maybe because identifiers are not naturally coming to me. Maybe identification is a blind spot, and by blind spot I mean the whole vision with my eyes, both of them right open, and my sight works at what I mean by a blind spot. Okay, so what am I looking at? You have anime eyes. Legally, are they your own? Why? I'm okay. I have a very sparkly Metaton. I have a bit of a misidentification, a bit of a mishap. There's handsome memes happening. It's quality, if I may say so. Quality memes are happening. Okay, and then I think that I want a little bit of line art. I feel like my stylus is breaking. This is what, 2, maybe 3 days in a row where I feel like this thing is breaking. I hope not, of course. And yet, it's missing a couple of things. Here and there. 1, 2, 3. Line on the face. What it do? Where you go? Completely fabulous things are happening in the hair area. It makes me want to shade that in, even though there was actually completely a totally separate thing that I also wanted to draw during the course of the stream. Okay, so we're gonna turn down the amount of jitter for this and get so smooth. And here's the part where I think to myself, maybe if I used opacity in digital art more often, in just doing the black and white sort of a drawings, maybe if I used that more often, then I would have the same amount of control that I do with pencils. Okay, this is not looking exactly the same, but it is looking kind of neat, looking kind of nice. What are you saying no context needed on? Give me a WordPress. Zermaki was saying, should I date character AI Kieran Culkin? The guy winning, what was that, a Grammy? That's for music, an Emmy, and then he is having so many babies with his wife. Okay, you're saying there's almost no vampires in my area, at least AI is available, and gets me, cause it's soulless like me. I've been wondering how they make the character AIs, how do they make it sound like the person? Because sometimes I have thought that however it works, I think I used to think this about like Cleverbot in like 2014 or something. Oh my god. I think I've kind of wanted to know to know what a chatbot version of myself would be like since 2014 or something technologically. Hey, Aisha Love. Hey, Stepna. Hey, I'm. My hair has gotten a bit long, and I am being compared to whomstever this is from Code Lyoko. Well, do I have tools at my disposal that can free me from this? I'm straight up searching my desk right now. How are you though? I hope your day's going well. Hope that everything's emotionally stable, so happy times. And if not, then hey, maybe something shitty can still happen. I'm specifically looking for scissors. I'm looking for scissors. I have scissors. They're okay. I shall have Seiko said that off right now. It partially started because I opened up, what was it, like yesterday's stream, and I said to myself, I keep having Invader Zim haircut because it's gotten longer than I intended for it to get. This is what's happened to me. Has the lighting been fine all this time and I didn't need them? Yeah, alright. We can do natural lighting for a second. Okay, I'm getting the scissors because if I just get a little bit of a head start out here, I know I'm going to get a haircut at some point. It's going to be perfectly fine. Dare I say fine and dandy. Do I need 2 hands for this? And I'm trying to hold up a tissue to catch the hairs. Okay, so it's like this much hair is going on here. And I want it to be about half the length so it can stand up more easily, because I'm always trying to have Brendan Urie, Andrew Garfield, Panic at the Disco, standing up fluffy kind of a hair. I'm obviously, I don't think I can get all of this. My drawing tablet is right here. It's gonna get in the crevasses, but basically half of it, or like at least an inch of it, something like that. Like saying out of the joke zone for a second. Longish hair does fit you though. I like when the hair is like stood up. Well, this is not a good visual, but damn it, it was my dream. It was my dream to have the hair. So this is one little example, one little strand example for a second. You know what hairdressers love? Hairdressers love when you get okay, first of all, scoot over a little bit. Hairdressers love when you get started on your own. Honestly, I've put these scissors sort of through it. Okay, so that's like about an inch. And yeah, there's still so much hair here that basically did nothing to me. That's still, god damn it. Alright, so, I'm probably gonna have a haircut properly by the next time I'm on the stream, and because my schedule is going weird, I don't know when that's gonna be. However, hopefully that gives a little bit of a guideline, so that it's like a rough measurement of what I'm trying to do out here. Also, I cannot tell. I took away the lighting, but it is looking fine. Nails, talks of a haircut. Yeah, I'm not doing the full hair here. I should release the footage of me going bald at some point, shouldn't I? I still have that. I went completely bald, and then just and then that's like a different thing from remembering to post it. Remembering to record it. It's different from remembering to post this. This gets all over the place. It needs to be properly all wrapped up. lest I will find hair in everywhere forever. And River comes to declare that there's a beautiful scene in the backyard today. Bees are pollinating the guava trees at early dawn. What? That sounds very peaceful. That sounds very nice. I posted a short about frolicking in a field, and it didn't end with frolicking in a field, and so I was I don't know, perturbed that the energy should switch up on me. But your energy sounds perfectly consistent. Okay, haircuts happening or not happening. Sweep this off a little. 15 minutes left of a stream remaining. Stepped out of saying I waited for a stream for a while now, but yesterday when it began I had a physics exam tomorrow and it was late, so sadly I had to choose sleep over drawing Gay Boys. Oh my gosh. Not to rush with phrases that I've just said before I see that message. Phrases such as 15 minutes left in a stream, but I dare say, there's still time for Gay Boy. You must always make time for Gay Boy. Alright, what is going on here? A little bit of the hair. And I think I've rounded that out accidentally. Hi, Nico Juju. You're back and you've been gone for like 10 to 15 minutes. So to catch you up briefly on what's happened in the last 10 to 15 minutes, I got compared to character of Code Lyoko and then chopped off a little bit of my hair. We would get more of it if it were practical to do so, but it is not practical to do so, so I guess let's just Oh no, I've read the message. Don't mention what happened, nobody can tell. Oh no. I've read it too late. Okay. Oh, coincidences of timing. Oh gosh. I'm terribly amused now. Okay, so here's a little bit of this going on, and a little bit of this going on. You see what happened on this live stream is classified information. The much anticipated, totally secret stream. The completely secret stream. Okay, what is hair made of? I think it's made of like this, a bunch of different thingy, a bunch of like this. Ooh, step out with the Rapid profile picture. We are getting so much closer and closer to Deltarune more chapter release, and I've been so inundated with the nonsense of life that I haven't even made time to completely replay Deltarune, because I really feel, first of all, that I should check whether it's on my laptop still. I mean, it should be. First of all that, but I really feel that I should be more familiar with it once it drops. I think my girlfriend is excited for it. It's one of her all-time favorite sorts of things. Alright, so that's sort of a shiny hair. Not exactly. Looks cooler and better if you do the zoot. Okay. So, there's actually, I was saying, P.S. there is in fact a Discord message. Let's see what's happening as I'm zoning in on the hair, wondering what's up. There's River in all caps with Sharo girlfriend after Deltarune's releasing. Both of these things happening. Yeah, hey, Deltarune girlfriend, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I honestly, my girlfriend is on the East Coast, which is where I am going tomorrow. But different states. But every time I'm in the same time zone as girlfriend, I just want to make it possible to meet, something like that. There's River saying, have you seen Miraculous? I kept up with it for a couple of seasons, has it been going on for 10 years now, and they've changed the art style now. I mean, the art style, the old art style was really rough, not gonna lie. It doesn't mean I'm used to the new art style though. Okay, so here's what this looks like. No more opacity happening. We want a little bit of shiny. Is that what it would be like? Is this what it would be like? Huh. Okay, anyway, there was a Discord message seeing what's up. They're saying congrats on either relationship or seeing miraculous. Hey, either way, there's much to be happy about. Nico Chuchu has DM'd me gifts of Code Lyoko. and I shall ever say, let me know if you want a voice chat again. If I don't get out the thing that I started with, the idea that was in my head at the start of the stream, which is specifically try to draw Miss Piggy. There's 10 minutes left. Let's see how fast I can do. This is what I want to be doing first. There's Kai saying congratulations on your miraculous girlfriend. I don't actually know if girlfriend has watched Miraculous. I want to lean toward maybe no, but the concept of miraculouses would transfix. We also have had some excellent memes starting to happen. I want to protest, but I did do that in real time. I'm just glad that it wasn't a live action little thing. Okay, so I think what I'm thinking of in terms of a thing that I'm drawing, and can I please have just an infinity amount of the right reference images the second that I think of it. First of all, a little transparent. Let's get this idea out of my head. Oh, okay. And then Miss Piggy head shape, which I am trying to draw, trying to comprehend. It does not start with a circle, in the same way that I start most of them. Okay, so here goes your head, and then you have very big, beautiful eyes. And then there's River saying a warning. There's a great danger if you go to the East Coast, especially New York. My goodness. There's wait. Why would you send me the world's hardest captcha? Why would you? I'm not a robot, but that's just me saying that. As I should have said, would that be a bonding activity or would that be a suffering together activity? Going to the East Coast or watching Miraculous? Look, okay, there's an argument for both of those. There is an argument for both of those. Damn. Okay, I straight up forgot what I clicked on and was like, awesome, I'm just gonna click this real quick and then see whatever webpage is back there. You verify the humanness. That's so many chairs. That's a lot of chairs. Well, let's do something even more human. To go right on over here and start to draw this. Okay, so you're elaborating that New York is full of Knicks fans who have a high possibility of making New York into a completely devastated wasteland if they win the World Finals this month. And then if I don't want New York to be a wasteland, and I'm assuming it's ball game, I'm assuming it's game with the balls, and I just sort of position myself in between whatever they are doing and victory, whatever's happening out there. Okay, so here is this, and some eyes are happening, and it's kind of like this. So I'm assuming that if I position myself between the sport ball team and victory, they also will not let me live. Is what I'm assuming how it goes most of the time. Okay, your mouth goes like this, ears standing tall, and then there's some sort of style of hair. What I'm also drawing right here is Morticia Adams, but like the sort of walking arm in arm is what I wanted from this. None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. Kai is saying, well, we found out where Joro is going. Bring me back a deep dish pizza for me, aka mail it to my address. That is kind of funny that that's kind of possible for online sorts of things, honestly. Okay, wait, let's also look up Morticia and Gomez Adams walking arm in arm. Would that give me the perfect thing that I'm looking for? No, not exactly. Okay, well then if I'm just looking for a reference image, walking arm in arm. Does that do it? Sort of, a little bit, sort of. Okay, so there's that. I should have saying, just realized Sigurd that feels like the dark ass timeline. There's been like, what is it, consistent, just like consistent enough sort of stream showed uppiness, and what can I say? That's the most trusted user. You're saying I'm trustworthy. I totally didn't mind control Joro to give me mod powers. Well, would I be able to tell is what's going on also. So there's Midwest. Midwest has deep dish. How are you up to date on the pizzas, by the way? I know that deep dish pizza is like having more media attention because the Pope, who is normally associated with Italy, is now associated with Chicago, and is gonna tell all those Italian fools what a real pizza looks like, I guess. What I'm hearing secondhand. I said that really confidently, as if I have an opinion on it. I don't have an opinion on it. But what's got you up to date on the pizzas? Okay, you're saying that you love Chicago deep dish out of all the pizzas. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Okay, I had such confidence, Morticia Adams. Such confidence in my ability to draw something. I'm burping incredibly. To draw something before are you making Miss Piggy Potato Head? I had such faith in my ability to draw something before 10 minutes had passed, but I don't quite think that it's going to be there. Well, there's guys saying, bring me back a New York style pizza then with a shirt. Oh my gosh. Oh, I might bring back a keychain or something. Keychain or something else. Amen, sister with the deep dish. Hey, if anything is worth getting carried away about, certainly pizza. What does the corseted sort of a human figure really look like? I'm truly eyeballing what's going on here. Here's a ridiculous couple of minutes going on. Well, that's super hectic. I don't suppose you're still in the still game to practice voice chat, cause I'm my conception of what I thought I was about to draw may be falling apart in various ways, but I'm good to go if you're around. Okay, looking at this, what is this? Okay, figure. But okay, so first of all, as with any human being, assume there are ribs, and then you can just sort of disregard that assumption. Disregard that assumption, depending on how cartoony you're gonna. There's like, I don't mind, but are you sure you are? I'm in some kind of unfocused state, but it just seems so fun. It just seems so fun. There's Nico just saying, before the stream ends soon, I will make it known that I shall stream Minecraft once more. I'm gonna be all rushing to pack stuff, I guess. But if you're still around by the time I'm done packing, then I guess I'll see ya. There's saying anatomy is too smart. I wish we were blobs. Let's go on to the on stream. Join the voice. Does it work once more? A friendly hello. Hey! What's on your mind today? Thanks for asking. Yeah, I mean, despite giving myself an anxiety out of everything that I tried to draw at once, now it seems really fun. What's going on in the world of defeating anxiety through voice chats?
I mean, I think it's working. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed. Oh gosh, a while.
River! River! Dude, are you also talking? Can I hear you?
Silence.
Solid maybe. There's the YouTuber technique says, put the phone closer to the mic and tell them I said hi. Well, I suppose reading the entire message out loud qualifies as a telling that one has said hi. Well, there's highs happening. Oh, excellent. Yeah. Okay, this is
Hi, Sakti.
the name pronunciation. Okay, there was
Saying the name out loud feels weird.
so very much. Okay, sometimes my mom stops by the stream and sees the entrusted YouTube user, which I started saying with YouTube user at the front to just sort of turn it into one big word. But sometimes my mom comes in here and sees and says, I don't like the vulgar username. And I'm saying, but that's such a nice person. It's a friend whomst I trust. Oh my god. There's... Oh, River having the technical difficulties. Okay.
You know, my username and my profile pic is all sunshine and rainbows.
Very sunshine and rainbows. If my mom were to pop into the stream, if she were to see your username and profile picture, she would have no suspicions whatsoever.
He doesn't know the darkness within.
Perfect. Perfect. The darkness shall be a dramatic secret.
Oh my god, Kai is so right. You always say YouTube user something. I feel like it makes it's like less bad when you say it. It's like high space.
Creative censorship, one might also say. But also, okay. Okay, you've just written here in the chat. You're pronouncing my name wrong. It's Suktik. That doesn't seem that much better, but if I remember it, maybe I would say it like that. There's River saying, how many minutes left, guys? Okay, time estimates about a stream happening. Okay, but I'm attempting to draw Morticia Adams because I think that I keep continually starting drawings and then never finishing them. But I want to see what this one looks like. I want to see what this one looks like. Maybe not on the stream, but now I've started one. Ah.
Is it Morticia Adams
From the Adams family.
and Miss Piggy? And Miss Piggy, is it Yuri?
They were both in the Tumblr sexy woman poll to the face off, like the competition to see which odd character is the most esteemed in Tumblr, and I saw this post that proposed that Miss Piggy would fight Morticia Adams with glittery weapons and zeal and would ultimately lose, but Morticia would respect it, would respect the effort of trying to murder someone. Okay, I'm loving the slight implication. Just the slightest, like, okay, there's more going on, but just the thinnest suggestion that maybe Morticia is picking partners based off of height. Okay. I can see it. I can see it. They need the fan fictions.
Height and body type.
True. And perhaps even passion.
I think they're like the next crack ship. For real, they're the next modern one.
Oh my god. Okay, now I have more to try echoing in my head. Alright, I'm almost at the...
We live in here on this screen. We made history.
I need to...
We're the next big crack ship.
Gotta sign your username underneath the this esteemed Yuri crack ship. Most excellent, absolutely glamorous. I think I will close out now because this is a mental image that absolutely that's gonna sustain me throughout the day.
You with the image. Sorry.
Nah, absolutely perfect mental image to end the stream off on. So thanks for saying hi.
Contribution. Nothing can top that.
Absolutely perfect. Thanks for saying hi.
We are on a high note. Bye.
Bye. There's and the buys from River in the text sort of things, and this has been a very lovely, uncertain stream as I try to make more detail on the hair. We see the biblically accurate angels. We see the memes emerging. There was some going on with Mateo. Wario is still lurking around. There's the wish to have a horse-tastic day. You know, I'm filled with positive energy, and I don't quite know when the next stream is gonna be due to traveling, but I'll announce when that is. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you next time.